So for this look, I'm starting out by applying this primer from Mica Beauty. It's important to wear a primer underneath your foundation because it's going to help the foundation last longer. For my foundation, I'm using this mineral powder foundation in the shade Lady Godiva. It's full coverage, natural, irritant-free, and it's really good for sensitive skin. And I'm just using this little pink Kabuki brush to apply it with. To warm up the skin, I'm using this bronzer called Mocha Mist. And I'm just going to start at the hairline and work my way down. Then I go ahead and carve out the cheekbones, and I like my cheekbones to be nice and dramatic. And then I go ahead and kind of warm up the rest of the face with whatever's left over on the brush. Next, I'm filling in my brows. I'm using a small angled brush and a brow cream. And first I kind of underline the bottom of the brow and define that tail because you can see my hairs are a little bit sparse over there. And then I connect the top to the tail and really thicken that outside corner, and it's going to help make my brows look more lifted and more arched. And then lastly, I'm just shaping out the front just a little bit with whatever's left over on the brush. And then I always like to take a tinted brow gel and just run it over the brows because it helps keep everything in place. Next, I carve out the brows with a cream concealer and a small flat brush. Then I go ahead and apply some eyeshadow base, and I just like to apply a really thin layer to the lid. To start off the eyeshadow, I'm using this shimmer powder called Sienna, and this is a warm brown shade. And I'm taking a loose fluffy brush and I'm putting it into the upper crease area, and I'm also extending it over into the brow bone just because I wanted to do something a little different. Next, I'm taking this color called Resonance. This is also from Mica Beauty, and I was really impressed by the color payoff. Sometimes with like shimmer powders, you're not sure how they're going to be, but this one has a great color payoff, so I'm placing it right below the sienna, and I also extended it over into the brow bone. For the lid, I took this color called Arrogance. It's a really pretty purple pearl color, and I put it on either side of the lid, making a little sandwich, and I have a feeling that this color would look awesome over black eyeshadow, BT dubs. Then I took this color called Sunrise, and I packed it right in the middle of the lid, and actually looking at my footage, I feel like it would have been really pretty even if I had just left it like this. But I was itching for some glitter this day, so what I did was I took a little bit of eyelash glue on my ring finger and I just dabbed it onto the lid. And then I took this pink glitter, also from Mica, and I took a flat brush and I just packed it right on there because I wanted a little bit of sparkle. For the top liner, I took a little bit of liquid liner, my favorite liquid liner, and first I build the wing out. And then I connect it and kind of build it up and fill in those little blank spaces. Now, to deepen this little sandwich effect that we did on the lid, I took this black shimmer powder called Ebony, and I very, very slowly, carefully put it onto the lid on either side. And the trick, I think, with making things darker is that you just do a little at first and build on it until it's as dark as you want. Because if you put too much on at once, it's kind of hard to get smooth. So I basically just kept adding it little by little to the lid until either side was as dark as I wanted. Once I'm all done with the eyeshadow, then I go in with my under eye concealer, and I like to do this before decorating the lower lash line. I'm using this color called Sunrise and a small brush, and I'm putting that right along the tear duct areas of the eyes. And then I took that same brush and the same pink shadow that we used in the crease, and I'm going to shade the lower lash line, and I'm also going to take it right below that yellow shadow. Then I took a black pencil and I went ahead and filled in the waterline. I took it all the way over into the inner corner and then kind of smudged it down into my lash line on the outer corner of the eyes. Next, I added some mascara and a pair of false lashes. Next, I added a nude pink lipstick because the eyes were so powerful. I wanted it to have some balance to it. So this lipstick was a little sheer, and I added a little bit of liner just so that my lips had some definition, and then the look is complete.